Hello and welcome to my channel once more, and you're very welcome as always. I want to talk to you about immigration today, and it's costing us far more than I actually did realise. So in a response to a Freedom of Information request by the Centre for Policy Studies, the CPS, the Director of the Department of Works and Pensions, the DWP, revealed that in 2023, households with at least one claimant from outside the UK or Ireland, Northern Ireland, who had passed an habitual residence test, received £7.6 billion in universal credit. They're not working, or they're doing low-paid jobs. The Department of Works and Pensions divulged that they had not updated their information since 2019, just before the COVID crisis. However, for the 2019 shows that there were 990,000 foreigners. I'll say that figure again because it's almost a million. 990,000 foreigners, 610,000 of those were non-European nationals, not from the EU, and 380 were from the EU, who were claiming working age benefits, an increase of 9% on the year before, 2018. This compared with 6.1 million Britons, which had only increased by 4% since 2018. So we've got 990 foreigners claiming benefits, unemployment, universal credit benefits, to just wow, it gets me already. As I say, the Department of Works and Pensions have not updated their figures since the pandemic, but the CMC, the Centre for Migration and Control, has estimated a further 168,000 claimants would have been added if foreign nationals' claims continue at the same rate as they were before the figures weren't updated. This would give a cumulative total of 1,158,000. That's what the Centre for the Migration Control calculated. Claims in 2019. You know, that's 6 years ago, isn't it? Over 1 million foreigners claiming benefits, unemployment benefits. Now, there's 40 nationalities after getting indefinite leave to remain. They are given settled status or refugee protection, and they're claiming at a greater rate per nationality than the overall population in the 2021 census. So they're claiming at a greater than the UK nationals. Now, of these 40 nationalities, 3 nationalities, Congolese, Iraqis and Afghans, are claiming benefits 4 times the rate of the British people. 4 times the rate of British people. Just those 3 nationalities out of the 40. Now, the cost of foreign benefit pay claims excludes the £5.4 billion for accommodating and supporting a backlog of another 100,000 asylum seekers. That cost rose 5 times in 5 years under the last Conservative government. Of the 200 nationalities, Poland accounted for the largest number of claimants at 89,040, followed by Pakistan at 85,881, followed by Bangladesh 54,589, followed by Romania 45,727, followed by India 33,561, followed by Portugal 32,063, followed by Nigeria, 23,627, and Ireland, 17,933. Now, why are they in England? Why are the people in Ireland, Irish people, just across? I've been to Ireland several times with my motorbike on the ferry. Drove up to Wales, went into Anglesey, the Isle of Anglesey, got the ferry and went over with my motorbike and drove around Ireland. It's not hard to go back. Why are they in England claiming our benefits? Well, you tell me. The Congo has the highest rate. 445 claims per thousand of their population. Nearly 50% of their population in England, given right to live in England, do not give us anything, do not create anything. They take from us universal credit. We pay them to be here. And we're told, immigration is good for the economy. Well, how is it good for the economy if they're taking, nearly 50% of them are taking money out, not giving it in? That was based on the 2021 census figures by the Office of National Statistics. This is followed by Iraq. 434 out of every 1,000 are on universal credit. Afghanistan, 414 on universal credit. Algeria, 361. Eritrea, 355. Syria, 352. Somalia, 336. Iran, 334. Morocco, 286. And Slovakia, 283. Now, that's per 1,000, okay? So we've got Congo, 445 people out of every 1,000 of their nationality are claiming. What is the average for the British? Well, they're 100 for 1,000. So all those other countries are 4 times and more than the British population. Who's paying for all this money? Who is paying for it all? Well, we know who's paying for it all, don't we? We are, the taxpayer. Now, Rob Bates is the director of the CMC control. He said it is an unsustainable state of affairs and one that reveals the real folly behind our current indefinite leave to remain laws, meaning someone who has been here for just 5 years has access to welfare state and British for the welfare state, which includes the universal credit. It includes the medical system. It means they can have free health and services. They've got access to doctors and hospitals and surgeons. They've got access to the police, and they've got social services and universal credit. And they just have to be here for 5 years. We have to be paying here all our lives. You know, until we're 65, and I think it's 66 now, isn't it, or 67, you have to be paying in your national insurance. But they get it free. Who's paying for it? Well, sorry, you are. I am. The taxpayer is. That gives us a figure of immigrants claiming state benefits of 1,158,000 people. Plus, of course, all the asylum seekers are waiting in hotel accommodation for their leave to claim the leave to remain. And we've already said that the asylum seekers are costing us £5.4 billion. So the cost altogether, and remember it's 2018, the cost of UK taxpayers is approximately £13 billion. What was our Chancellor of Exchequer saying about the 20 billion black hole in the country's coffers? Well, if we didn't be paying all these overseas people 13 billion, would only be 7 billion in debt. But on top of the debts, you see, that they've accounted for, what about the figures for policing and the court for all these demonstrations which have caused so much damage in the streets by pro-Palestinian riots? They're not demonstrations, they're riots, aren't they? I saw buses turned on fire, police cars turned over. There's the medical expenses that are not being calculated. There's the translation services not being calculated. So we're dealing with their crimes, we're dealing with their illnesses, we're dealing with their demonstrations, and I think if we then go pay for all that, that's 7 billion that's still outstanding, that would be reduced as well, wouldn't it? So I'm not going to say any more. I've spoken enough. What do you think? What do you think about this immigration crisis and what we should do about it? Are we to continue paying for them to be here and not working, not doing well-paying jobs? Why are the Irish here? Why are Iranians here? Are they here because they were being oppressed by the Muslim Islamic regime when they're Christians, perhaps, or some other religion? Well, I'm okay with that, except they can't just stay here and claim for the rest of their lives on our taxes. They've got to start working for themselves. So I want your comments, obviously. I'd like a like button pressed as well. And don't forget to subscribe, because I can continue doing these if you're willing to subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you a penny, doesn't cost you a cent, doesn't even cost you a rupee. It's totally free. Honestly, it's totally free. So press that subscribe button and allow me to continue. So until the next one, be good, be safe, and goodbye for now.